Well, today is the end of an era spanning nearly a century as Cleveland students wrap up their last day of classes today. Those who attend a historic high school are saying their final farewell to the building that's welcomed students there since the fall of 1926.
Yeah, the closure of Collinwood High School is part of a sweeping consolidation across Cleveland metropolitan schools, and it comes with big changes ahead for students. We have team coverage now, starting with Leon Bibb joining us now live as we look back at a century of history. Hi, Leon.
Hello, hello. We are looking back at certainly a lot of history here. You know, for generations, Collinwood High School was more than a building. It was pride, and it was tradition as well. For many people, Collinwood High School at 152nd and St. Clair Avenue on the northeast side was the center of an entire neighborhood. Now the school has to close, and it prepares to close and send some of its students, those who want to go, to neighboring Glenville, about 4 miles away. Those who know this institution, Collinwood, reflect on what all that means after the school doors shut for good.
Well, I wish I still had that hair on my head.
Three longtime friends gathered around an old photo album filled with pictures from their youth. A time when Cleveland's Collinwood High School was filled to capacity with students, vibrant and alive.
Dominic Serene, oh God, this is going back.
These moments together now feel especially nostalgic.
You may now move your tassels from the right side.
The last senior class has graduated.
As a symbol that you are now and forever Railroaders alumni.
And the doors open for one final walkthrough before the building is reimagined for the future. For the alumni and those who grew up around the old school, the decision is deeply personal.
You know, my parents, my younger brother, they all went there.
For Ralph Tarsitano, Don Vaccarella, and Mike Polensik, memories of the old school, an anchor of Cleveland's Northeast Side community, come flooding back.
Oh, let me see that. That's my street.
Which brings to mind the old Beach Boys hit. And the question, can you still be true to a school, even after it no longer exists?
It was the biggest school in the state of Ohio, in the biggest neighborhood in the city of Cleveland.
These elder statesmen remember Collinwood, not only as a school filled with pride, but also as a place changing with the times. During the 1960s,
You had a lot of kids in Collinwood that were from the Glenville neighborhood because of the special programs.
Right.
one of those students was Marcella Boyd Cox, part of a group of black students who entered the then mostly white Collinwood High School in 1966 through the Cleveland School District's Major Work Program.
Our race was not welcome there, and it was terrifying.
But over time, students who once felt divided became classmates, teammates, and friends. And as the years passed, Collinwood settled into a new era. Now, Marcella, like the three men, feels the sadness of seeing the old school close.
Sometimes things change. You don't like the change, but you have to embrace it.
Still, former students now look back through the wisdom of older age and remember. For Don Vaccarella, the memories come from two seasons of life. First as a student, then later as a Collinwood teacher and coach.
You know, I had Mike in class as a student.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew that.
You were his teacher.
I still have some burn marks on my rear end from him swatting me.
You ain't no kid. Why would I swat you? What did you do?
The old Beach Boys song asked people to be true to their school. Maybe being true to your school means carrying it with you, even after the building is gone.
It's more than a part of the heart.
I remember just liking going from the floor all the way to the top floor for lunch and meeting so many kids.
And I'm true to Collinwood, and I'll always be true to Collinwood.
Buildings close, neighborhoods change, and maybe being true to your school means carrying it with you. Always.
Mike Polinsik, of course, is the longtime Cleveland City Councilman since 1978, representing this ward in Northeast Ohio, the Collinwood, Northeast Cleveland, the Collinwood neighborhood. Here's a fun fact I'm going to leave you with about Ralph Tarsitano. He's the keeper of much Collinwood history, and he has all the alumni records. Ralph actually never attended Collinwood High School. He attended St. Joseph Catholic School, but all his buddies went to Collinwood. So at 2 o'clock when St. Joseph let out, he'd take the bus over to Collinwood because here were all of his buddies and here were all of the girls that he wanted to date here at Collinwood. So he never really was assigned to Collinwood, although he loves it. And as he told me not too long ago, nobody ever kicked him out for that. Nobody ever told him, you don't belong here. Now, don't you tell that. That's Tarsitano's secret. Now let's bring in Danielle Wiggins. She's got more on this historic school.
Yeah, you hear me laughing. That is an amazing story. And yes, I was able to speak with current Collinwood students as well as administrators and teachers who are going to make the move over to Glenville in the fall. We know this is because of the CMSD massive consolidation plan. So coming up at 6, we'll hear what they have to say about what this last year was like at Collinwood High School and what they're anticipating next.
Okay. Collinwood.
Back to you all.
Aww.
Leon, Danielle, thank you very much. An emotional time for many, not just the current students, but anybody that ever had a connection to Collinwood High School.
Thanks so much, guys.